Welcome to GESARA for Dummies. It is the 31st of March 2025. Let's look at today's news from Professor William Liebenberg. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Also, see in comments attached links. Thank you. Let's go. The GESARA law. The U.S. Justice Department has seized $201,400 in cryptocurrency from wallets linked to Hamas, disrupting an alleged terror financing scheme. Since October 2024, these addresses have reportedly laundered over $1.5 million in virtual currency. The standard is set. The rollout elsewhere can now begin. I simply love deductive reasoning. Hamas is a threat to Israel, and therefore a threat to Israel. Hamas is declared a terrorist organization. The corrupt South African pro-communist ANC government supports Hamas. The ANC's bank accounts as well as all their key leaders' accounts, both crypto and SWIFT, will be sanctioned and frozen, including becoming a billionaire very quickly via politics. Ramaphosa and his billionaire family members. Sanctions will overflow on the EFF, Malema, and the corrupt judges violating international human rights laws as well. The jig is up for these buffoons. The America, Ireland and Germany that signed the 1994 Afrikaner Volksstaat Accord will now, after 30+ years, honor it, and the Afrikaners will get their homeland, flag, and sovereignty at last. The Afrikaners will turn their new country around in a short space of time and make it very powerful, while strong alliance agreements will come into play with America and other conservative patriotic nations. Swaziland will consume large parts of South Africa, KwaZulu-Natal, whilst Lesotho will do the same. Orange Free State, Simon's Town Naval Base, to be controlled by America, and the Botswana U.S. military base, will significantly increase ongoing internal black tribal conflict, and power politics will self-destruct the rest of South Africa till they eventually understand life. Like Zimbabwe, whilst the African homeland will severely focus on economic growth. The Boer Bank will play a significant role in the new Afrikaner nation. The jig is up. The 1994 CIA forcing South Africa into a democracy has been proven as an utter failure. Deductive reasoning is my own personal logical observations. And here it is. Elon Musk calls to end the Federal Reserve. The two core revenue-producing private cabal companies will now be taken down. The Federal Reserve Bank and Internal Revenue Services. This is the dual head of the venomous viper's head being severed. Expect extreme resistance, vehement turbulence and the utmost sensitive time as we enter the storm to approach the eye of the storm. Trump will signal it. President Trump's clear call sign on X, Twitter. The Q military intelligence clearly and distinctly stated. When you see President Trump post these specific words, then you know. See Project Odin, My Bond Payouts, and into GESARA, the myths and brutal facts as well. April, May, June and July leading into hot August, or the period tariffs must bring in exceptionally stable revenue, and the final touches, approved crypto regulations, must be put into place for all cross-border payment systems so that the switch can be flicked for the RV to usher the GESARA in. Unless the replacement revenue and untouchable systems are in place, the RV is impossible to happen. NB. The bonds payout plays on a completely different set of rules to our advantage. Trump must still head to Saudi Arabia in May for his first foreign trip. This is a cover for the real reason, and that is to discuss the final arrangements to collapse the cabals. Fiat petrodollar, the core of it all. Commodities. As informed, Gold is rapidly RVing first in. Readiness for the gold standard. Breaking news. Spot gold surpasses $3,100 in US dollar terms for the first time. Brics GESARA Nations Alliance. Indonesia joins Brics-backed New Development Bank. The decision came after Prabowo held a meeting with New Development Bank, NDB, President Dilma Vana Rousseff at the State Palace in Jakarta. Indonesia has decided to come on board the Brics-sponsored multilateral development bank, which President Prabowo Subianto believes could help the country expedite its economic development. The Seven Kingdoms. Trump is confident that the United States will get Greenland, and did not rule out the possibility of military force. We will get Greenland. Yes, 100%, the president said in an interview with NBC. According to him, there is a high probability of this being accomplished without the use of military force. But he stressed that it does not remove anything from the agenda. Asked what message annexing the island would send to Russia, Trump said he didn't care. I don't really think about it. I really don't care. Greenland is a whole other thing, he added. Vice President Vance visited Greenland the day before. The US, Russia, and China alliance play pretend enemies. Why? To confuse the real enemy. The cabal. Let's talk islands. 1. Russia was allowed to take Crimea. 2. The US will take Greenland. 3. China will take Taiwan. This will happen. The so-called threats between these alliance members are just window dressing to cause confusion in the enemy camp. Currency wars. As of March 30, 2025, President Trump has been preparing to announce a significant set of tariffs on April 2, 2025, which he has dubbed Liberation Day. This announcement is expected to involve reciprocal tariffs aimed at addressing trade imbalances with various countries by matching the import duties those nations impose on U.S. goods. The tariffs are part of Trump's broader America First trade policy, intended to boost domestic manufacturing and reduce the U.S. global goods trade deficit, currently estimated at $1.2 trillion. The tariff is only the start to bring external tax from overseas and to eliminate the internal tax on its own people, a great policy and strategy. Why? Solely to destroy the cabal's IRS private company. Do not believe me? Then read the brutal facts about tax and your upcoming GESARA benefits. April 2's Liberation Day is the beginning of a fundamentally crucial process to obliterate the cabal's revenue stream, the IRS. It has absolutely zero to do with bond payout or the RV. It is the initiation of the last and final phase to obliterate the cabal. Liberation Day signifies a point of no return in the process to usher GESARA in. For decades, the American people have labored, sacrificed, and contributed to the engine of a nation that once led the world in innovation, production, and freedom. And yet, wealth has evaporated through illegal taxes. Infrastructure has crumbled. Borders have dissolved. And foreign interests have flourished at their own expense. It stops here. These GESARA reforms 1 to 3 must and will wash over from America to all the 209 countries in the world. This unstoppable process is starting April 2nd. That sums up your Monday news. See you tomorrow.